Hey YouTube, coming at you with a fossil cup team submitted by DC Jude, and they said, "Hey Dan, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to review my battles. My name is Jude, and I am also from Ottawa. I love your videos as they become a part of my daily routine. I started playing Pokemon Go in January of this year, and I love PvP apart from everything that's wrong with it. I recently got to 2200 yellow range playing, and I've been struggling since I started learning how to throw on good timing, which has made a little bit of difference, but nothing huge. With this team, I hope to hear any advice you have. It's my first time running Pelipper, and I feel like it would be a better safe swap than Quagsire. I feel that I played pretty good for these two sets, but I love to submit more battles while I'm not playing as good to get your insight. Disclaimer, in the first battle, I got this. Well, I don't know what. It's either the first or the sixth battle. Got distracted and lost count, so I shielded an obvious Aquatail. Okay. Well, thank you for the submission. The team itself, Quagsire, Registeel, Pelipper. I think it makes sense given the current state of the meta, right? You got Quagsire weak to grass, Registeel as a grass / Pelipper as a flyer, can deal with that. You got poliwrath everywhere, so it'll be a little, poliwrath will be a little tough. You have Pelipper for it, but Reggie and Quagsire will be a little tough against it. But you have Mud Bomb, you have Zap Cannon, Jellicents have started showing up, and you can kind of combo. So it's overall makes sense. Pelipper is a safe swap here. Yes, it definitely can play as a safe swap. I'm worried with all the lanterns showing up that using Pelipper as a safe swap may punish you a bit, but we'll see. Okay, Ludicolo is a bad lead. It's probably a Razor Leafer, so you got to get out. Coming in Pelipper with the safe swap. They're a little slow on the lead on the exit there. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm like, that was way too fast for anything. That was like, was that Mud Bomb or was that? Okay, so yeah, that was a mistake you made, but you already acknowledged it, so I won't dwell on that. Do you land the Hurricane? CMP here, yeah, get this off. That was a shield, that was like a visual glitch. So they have a Stone Edge here, so you might want to shield this. Yeah. So I think you need to shield that. I mean, first, you've already acknowledged that you didn't count properly, because yeah, that was just an obvious Aquatail, not a Stone Edge. But at that point, you landed a Hurricane. You've already got a shield from them, and you know the Ludicolo is a Razor Leaf on the front. So you can easily shield the Stone Edge, wing attack down, take switch, come out with energy, and then get your Registeel aligned on a Razor Leafer. That's how I would probably play that out. So going to just come in here with your Quagsire. I'm guessing farming up and hoping to get a Stone Edge off on the Ludicolo if it comes back in. No point of throwing. Yeah, I guess it's quicker than a Razor Leaf, but still doesn't matter too much. Got to get into here, and they have their own Reggie in the back. The only problem is, besides the game just lagging there, is that one Focus Blast won't take out, but it does like 80%, and you've already been chipped. Holy crap, game. And you've already been chipped enough that you've already been chipped enough. Yeah, you might want to even go for Zap Cannon here to try and lower their attack, because I think that's maybe the only way you survive this. Otherwise, a Focus Blast is going to take you out here. And then you just get Razor Leaf down. I think you need to fight for switch with that Pelipper after you landed the Hurricane. Okay, Poliwrath. Kind of neutral with Mud Bomb. It's definitely, I think, advantage them because those counters add up. And then, what are you doing with your? Are you trying to fix your? It looks like a Power Punch there. So they've already Power Punch. I think you can live another one, get to another Mud Bomb, and that's probably what. Okay, that's just an Icy Wind. Okay, that's fine. So now they've shown Icy Wind and Power Punch, so this is very easy Pelipper coming in. Yeah, getting this off as to not take an Icy Wind. I don't hate this. Just take this out of here. Fair Thorn. So you have two options here. That's one of them. One of them is you try and catch. Try to catch, and it was a Power Whip, so that's nice. They get into a Berserker, so with shield advantage, they're definitely going to shield this. I think that you can very easily just double shield back and take switch if you want, which I think is probably how I would play it, just because you'll be able to get to move. Yeah, you have to commit 2 shields. That's fine. I don't care about that, because that will allow you to get to a focus blast before they get to like a thunder or 2 power whips, because both will not take you out. So you should live any move they throw and you'll get to a focus blast first, and if not, the hurricane should sweep the rest of this as a neutral move, but you'll live thunder. And get the focus blast off here, and if this for some reason does not take out, which it should, then you instant snipe with Pelipper, but this should take out. There we go. Mantine. Okay, so you have 2 options here. You either if you're going to stay in this matchup, then it's whether you want to bait or not. I don't think it's worth the bait because one Stone Edge doesn't even take this out. So it's just, they may not even shield because they can live. So there's no point of baiting here. You just have to go Stone Edge. And there you go. And then they give it up into Escav, which is weird, but chipping with Mud Bomb. And then you might want to go Pelipper here just to get a flyer doing resisted counters. And then at best they have like Aerial Ace. So you should be okay here. You can let one go just to see what they have. It is an Aerial Ace. So I'll probably shield up the next one. Escav also has a very high attack stat, so worth shielding up here. I'd be surprised if they shield, and if they don't, then I don't know if it takes out, but you should be able to wing attack down with the rest of this. There you go. And they are coming with Registeel. So why are we going resisted hurricane here instead of neutral weather balls? So throw those neutral weather balls, not the hurricane. You could have spammed these weather balls like crazy, and they probably do just as much damage as the hurricane because hurricane is resisted. So yeah, throw the weather ball there in that neutral matchup. Don't throw the hurricane. Going down here, gonna come in here with your Quagsire. Out comes the Mantine, so now you could just punish this. You don't even need to throw the Zap Cannon. You could just throw the Focus Blast from this range if you really wanted to, because they're already in the red. So this will take out. Or going for an undercharge to try. Oh, they shield. That's a decision. Okay, so they shield, thinking they can get to maybe 2 more water pulses to take you out and force a shield back here. That would be the only logic, but that's not what happened. So you'll take them out here. I was gonna say, they're not gonna lock on you down because you're half steel. So it's okay to just stay in here and force energy here. So that way you can come in here with a shield advantage. Even I don't know why they shielded that, man. That's the problem with Registeel. When you get in the matchups, like, you need to land those focus blasts. And with only 1 Pokemon left, I don't think Reggie plays that great of a role with 1 Pokemon left, with him being the only one left and needing to like take out multiple Pokemon. So Poliwrath, we are just gonna stay in here, get off some Mud Bombs. Mud Bombs chip here to a Shadow. Now is this an icy win, or are they just gonna power punch you? They're just gonna power punch. Which means you can get to another move here. They may try and just counter you down / power punch you just when you have like almost at the move. Yeah, not surprising. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Get a little bit of energy, power punch you here, and then just take you out with the counter here. But now you have your Pelipper on this, so that's fine. This is a 2 times boosted Icy Wind. So there's an argument to say that you should shield it because that is neutral, and 2 times boosted from a Shadow Poliwrath would hurt. I don't think, just go. Are you trying to catch? I was going to say, there's no point. There's just get into your Registeel. They shield the first one up. Did you have enough of an energy advantage to take this out? Yeah, especially if they go drill run and they don't have air release, then yes, you should. Oh, really? This thing spams really freaking fast. going for the Hurricane to take it out, but then Skarmory's just going to take you out. I also thought that you may be able to... I think you had to try. I think your only win con was basically that, was trying to get to the move. I really thought you would get to the move, but you and I come from the same school of counting, I see. So going straight Stone Edge here. That'll land. I don't know if they need 2 Shadow Balls. So they are going Shadow Ball. Yeah, actually non-Shadow. They would definitely need 2. So just going for the Mud Bomb. This may grab a shield from them just to match you. If not, you can go back to back and try and take this out before they get another move off. My guess is by them not throwing a move and this weird... Oh, they are back. And they reset into the poliwrath. Okay. I don't think there's a point of shielding the Icy Wind at this point. You'll live. Counters are resisted. Weather Ball's not going to take out. So if they let this go, you're going to have to go another move, or they're going to go to... Yeah, they're going to get to a move. That's my only concern. I think you have to maybe throw Hurricane there, because the Weather Ball does not take them out, and it is just a power punch. So that's rough, because now you just burned a shield unnecessarily, and you're low, and it is a Stun Fist. That's helpful, because this will chip, but they're going to try for the aggressive... I'd get it out. I would get out, and here's why. Because they're just going to try for the aggressive Mud Shot down. And it looks like they're going to get it. Which means that they're going to come out with an Earthquake here if you did not get out quicker. So this will probably be an Earthquake. And if this takes you out, which it doesn't, but now they take you out here, you're going to have to lock on down and get to a Focus Blast, which I think you can. Because they just dumped their Earthquake. I just don't like... So come in with Reggie and lock on down. And then you'll be able to Focus Blast this before they take you out, because I don't even think one Earthquake takes you out from that range. I just don't like... I know you got 2 Weather Balls off, and that is valuable. I just don't like letting your opponent get that much energy unnecessarily. But I guess it's not unnecessarily, because you did get a couple Weather Balls off, so it is chip. But you still needed a Focus Blast. It's debatable what you should have done there. Personally, I would have got out, but I don't... Again, I don't know if that's 100% the right move, or is that just something that I would do. So Drill Run lands, and they catch on a Ferrothorn. So at least this is neutral, but you should be coming in Reggie right now, because everything is resisted. I would try to farm out to 100 energy, but it's not like 100 energy on Reggie does much, because these moves are so expensive. So you're not going to get that much extra. But you get to basically 100 and land this Focus Blast. Will take them out. I'm guessing they have some sort of ABB Steel. They already have a Steel on the front. Triple Steel will be weird, but it's not like there's any fires you need to really worry about in this meta. So they shield and are going to go for the aggressive farm down and are going to get it. You do have a shield advantage. I'm surprised you didn't try to come Pelipper to eat what was a blind Drill Run. Again, you need to worry about air release a little bit here. So you do shield up that. Just going to try and take this out quickly so you don't have to take another move. And they let it go. And what is in the back? A Quagsire. So I don't think there's a point of them baiting. You get that off, so now it's just wing attack range. I would also shield, because I feel like... Okay, they did bait. What are you going to do? I still think that's probably the right call. It's so risky, but I guess it is a high payoff here. Yeah. The Hurricane wing attack range was right. Unlucky with the bait call. What are you going to do? Okay, goodish lead. They get out. Going to go into Pelipper. If it's Mud Bomb Scald, you're looking great, and that's exactly what it is. They do get the attack fall, which is unfortunate. So these moves, they're still spammy, resisted or not. These moves will come pretty quickly. So the second one comes, we're basically at 100 energy, just going straight Hurricane, assuming they're not going to try to save this Pokemon in the mid game here. Not enough to take out. Scald, yeah, you know. Jeez, that's a problem with Whiscash. How freaking spammy it is. Get to the Weather Ball. Take it out. I'll wait until these battles are done. I want to look up. Let's get the Weather Ball off here. Nope. Let's get the Weather Ball off. Why do you keep throwing... Why do you keep throwing flying into Steel? Don't do that. Don't throw flying into Steel. Throw the neutral Weather Ball. We're going to open up and look at damage per energy and all that stuff after these battles for both Quagsire and Pelipper here. So they shield on this, which is interesting. I mean, even if it's a Brave Bird, that's fine. They must be very weak in the back to stay in this matchup. So this will take out. And what do they have left that they tried to shield this? Credilli. I get Credilli has nothing. But now you just leave this thing with 0 shields. I think it's worth a shield just to get the Focus Blast off. And then you can, if you have energy on the Quagsire, probably instant swap and try and take it out quickly here. If you don't have energy, then maybe you stay in here and try and get a move off. Yeah. I forget how much energy you had, so. Focus Blast will take it out. Okay, Poliwrath, again, we've seen this. We'll just Mud Bomb. We'll see what they throw here. They shield and then give up Switch? Interesting. Okay. So they've already given up Switch. You'll live anything. Counter user followed by a Razor Leafer makes me think that this is going to be a double Razor Leafer team, like Kartana, and then followed up with Ludicolo is my guess. So you'll get countered down. Gonna come Pelipper to get ahead on energy. Again, my only worry is that a Razor Leafer is going to come in and do neutral damage to you here, and it's going to add up real quick. Okay, so it's just a Reggie. Did not read that. Why would you... Oh, well, it's a double steal, I guess, but, like... I don't know about this team comp. Okay, anyways, grab one shield. I would also shield back because you need to start chipping this thing. I hope that you take this out with multiple Mud Bombs because I do not want to see you throw a third Hurricane on a steal. So grab one chip damage. This will put it low enough that maybe you'll just wing attack it down. And I don't have to watch you. Please throw the Weather Ball. Please throw the Weather Ball. I don't know about shielding. There's no point of shielding here. There was no point of shielding that one. Pelipper with the shield is your win con with ease. Yeah, I don't know why you would shield that. So take that out, and I should be able to outpace anyways. But yeah, man, don't. One shield Pelipper is more than you need to win this. There's no point of saving a little health Quagsire. Politoad. So this thing is spammy, but oh yeah, I guess Weather Balls are neutral on Quagsire because you're half and half. So Weather Ball's neutral, Mud Bomb neutral. This will be a pretty spammy matchup here. And I think advantage them. Yeah, I think they're going to outpace you to these Weather Balls. So you may lose this unless you're going Stone Edge and you try to go Stone Edge. They catch on an Azumarill. So I guess nice catch, but now that just puts them in Zap Cannon range. Zap Cannon range. So instant swap here. was supposed to say, what are they going to run? Would you run Hydro with so many water Pokemon in this? Go for a bit of an undercharge. Going to take the move. I saw the undercharge to try and get this lock on down. They are running Hydro, which I guess you kind of have to if you're running Azumarill as a safe swap. But and they have a Lucario in the back too. So Politoed left and a Lucario. So where do you go here? My only concern is if you go Quagsire, you better be sacrificing it. No, what are we doing here? Because otherwise they're just going to ramp up and get... I get you going to move off here, but they could just shield and ramp up. I guess you have Pelipper that resisted anyways, but they will have Thunder Punch, and Thunder Punch will one-shot if they have it. You're lucky they went Power Punch, because the Thunder Punch one-shots. It's a move that it has now. Politoed comes in. You can live any move here. I'm not worried about moves here. Going for the Weather Ball, assuming that this is low enough. I think it may live. And it does live. You can probably live one more, but it'd be very close. So now you can actually throw Hurricane because it's half fighting. Okay. Okay, let's look at a couple things here. Let me open PV Poke. Let me throw it up on my screen because we need to go over a couple things here with damage per energy and what it looks like on resisted versus... Nope, not that one. Let's make this a little skinnier so I can move this up and then move this down. Okay. So, let's look at Pelipper. And I get damage per energy perspective. Hurricane is probably better damage per energy, but we'll just confirm that right now. Yeah, so Weather Ball is 1.89 damage per energy, and Hurricane is 2.03. So, understood that damage per energy and just pure damage, it is better. However, when you are in a matchup with a Steel Pokemon, let's give this thing 0 shields. And let's first just put Weather Ball. A Weather Ball does 28 damage for 35 energy. So 28 over 35. If you throw the Hurricane, you're doing 28 over 65. Now, I only have an economics undergrad degree. But last time I checked, I would rather do 28 over 35 as opposed to 28 over 65. That's just me. So yeah. Don't throw Flying into Steel. Throw the neutral Weather Ball. That's number one. If you threw Hurricane constantly, and again, the Steals is just a bad move, so that's easy to get rid of. In terms of damage per energy and just damage, it's a tricky one for some of them, and I don't know the right place, so I'm just gonna say what my thought process is and go from there. It's close, and so basically my main thought was like, a lot of the times with those Hurricanes, you still needed a Weather Ball. So combined, you're still doing 100 energy, but you would probably need 3 Weather Balls otherwise, which is 105 energy. So I guess in terms of energy, actual thing, Hurricane plus 1 Weather Ball is actually better than 3 Weather Balls. My only question is like, is 2 Weather Balls better than Hurricane plus Wing Attack down? And I don't know about that. So Pelipper is kind of a tricky one because the damage per energy is somewhat similar. Hurricane's a bit better, but it also is just that much more energy, that much more damage. So it's when you're in those matchups, it's kind of tricky. So yeah, don't throw Flying into Steel is the one. The other things that won't show up here is like just knowing your win cons. There was a couple times that you made some very questionable shields with like saving a Pokemon with very little health left when you had like other Pokemon that could very easily sweep with the shield advantage. So it does, a lot of times it doesn't make sense to do that. Like that Quagsire one that you tried to like save it so you can get a Mud Bomb off when you had a Pelipper already loaded with shield advantage would have been like a cakewalk sort of thing. So yeah, just figure out your win con, like which Pokemon is. Yeah, just think like, if I'm shielding this Pokemon, like what value does it have for the rest of this matchup compared to if I have a shield advantage for the other one? And I get it, like that's something that you just kind of learn as you play, because that is a quick decision that you need to make on the fly there. So understood that it's not as easy as just me saying that. That comes with practice. So yeah, that's basically it. Otherwise, pretty like for just starting GB, like Pokemon Go in 2024 and just getting into GBL, like it's like I wasn't as good as this when I first started, so there's plenty of room to grow, so don't worry about that. Anyways, thanks for the submission. And that is it. So I hope everyone's having a good, I'll say weekend. I assume this is going to go up Sunday, but it may go up Monday morning. We'll see. We'll see on viewer submissions how many videos I can make. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.